Hello! If you guys remember, a few episodes ago we started blood magic. We also visited another dimension because we wanted to upgrade our blood altar, which we never did. So I guess let us get started. We did manage to find some saturated tau, and now what we need to craft is the alchemical reaction chamber. Then we need to make this sanguine reverter. It's basically a shear. It's nothing very important. I don't really remember how this works. You put the shear inside and then you add the tau. Yes, it's working. This is gonna give us the weak blood shard. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives us the bloodstone. Now we should be able to upgrade our altar to tier 4. Tier 4 is something that I never know how to make, so can we do this? Yeah, it's not that big. Also, one more thing that you should remember is that this time we're going to have 2 blood altars. One of them is going to be for crafting, the other one for rituals. The altar is now tier 4, we have 46 buckets of capacity, and we have an extra blood shard. With 40,000 LP, it is going to give us the Master Blood Orb, and that is going to unlock a ton of rituals for us. Not the orb itself, the Blood Altar tier 4. I love this ice path. It's amazing. For getting better rituals, we need to upgrade our Ritual Diviner, and we're going to need a few more chalk and blood. It's called Inscription Tool. Ew. We also need to have 2 demonic slates. Yes, we have the first one. And the second one. The Ritual Diviner that we had was very basic. This one should have the Well of Suffering. Oops, I missed it. Yes, Well of Suffering. And I love the symbol for Well of Suffering. It's blood. It's honestly not a massive ritual, it just requires 36 ruins. And it has to be under the altar, so we need to dig. I think we have everything we need in order to set up the Well of Suffering. I had to go to the wiki because I wasn't sure about the range. The range is 10 blocks between the Master Ritual Stone and the altar. We assemble you down here, everything should be fine? Well, it's not fine. You have to go away. This is fine. That brings up another question. Who's gonna suffer? The children. No, we have to wait for them to grow up. Actually, we don't really have to wait for them to grow up. All we need is a sample. You see? It didn't hurt. This one will. I still have not set up my simulation chambers, so we need to have a dragon egg. Oh, and by the way, is there a awakened activation sigil? No? So you're gonna work with this? Okay. I'm not gonna complain. So, we put the spawner. Oh, that was for chickens. It's okay. Dragon egg. They have spawned and they are taking damage. I need to upgrade the spawner. 1 is not enough. Yeah, I would say this is much better. And yes, we're going to get 10 of them at any given time. But another problem that we are facing is that these are runes of self-sacrifice. We're suffering other people. So the runes have to be changed to the runes of sacrifice. This one over here, which is red. The blood that they're producing goes inside our network, and for the moment we have 300,000. That's not bad. Let us get a few runes of sacrifice. Well, technically as much as we can. Because at this very moment our victims are not very efficient, we want them to be efficient. We switch. Yeah, they are now far more efficient. Nice. Just to clarify, I know that in the future someone is going to randomly watch this video and he's going to tell me that, hey Lash, you should use witches, you're stupid for using villagers. Witches regen health. That is very true, and I know that. Everyone knows that. The reason that people would use witches in the past was that, yes, they do regen health, therefore they do not need to be replenished. You don't need to spawn any more mobs. There was also a Tinker's Graveyard Soil which would heal the undead, so technically you could have also used zombies. But this is 1.18, spawning mobs using Apotheosis is incredibly cheap. So who cares, we can do whatever we want. Also, the people who deserve to go into the Well of Suffering are villagers, not witches. Witches have to be farmed. And just in case you're wondering what the hell am I doing, I am going to make the second blood altar. I want the second blood altar to go on top of this mountain, that altar we're going to use for crafting, and this one for generating life essence. For operating the rituals, constantly. You know what? I'm a very rich person. We have almost 1,000 vibranium. All I'm saying is that I do deserve an upgrade. Thank you. We need to keep the axe for stripping the wood. Yes, this is much better. I love insta-mining. Okay, I have already prepared the second altar. You might notice that our orb is up there and it's being charged. Because for example, the Well of Suffering is a ritual and it constantly uses LP from our blood network. If we don't have an altar dedicated to gathering LP, we are going to get nausea when the LP runs out. Obviously, you don't really have to do that, but this is much easier to manage. We don't have to count our LP all the time. So this is a blood altar tier 4. How did we get to 5? And here is your answer. The Endless Realm. It's a new dimension. I have prepared a very small room and I'm really hoping this is going to be enough space. Oh no, this is the well of suffering. Ah, pathway to endless. So where do we stand so that we don't suffocate? Here is fine? Are we good? I think we're good. Yes, we are good. And this one is different. I have a feeling we should take more insanium apples. It is just a feeling, things can go wrong. So we right click. Don't kill me. Oh, we're good. Is this the same stupid place? I don't know. But there are keys. Oh, there are more keys. Wait a minute. Oh, ethereal mimic. So, yep, we can pass. Oops, they do a ton of damage. We just torch it up. Make sure nothing spawns. Oh, you cheater. They had Vixes. Oh, again I had 120 levels or something crazy. Where's my grave? We eat an apple. We run. Actually, I should be able to fly, so we destroy the spawners. Good. I was going to say that I was under the impression that we're going to find ores here. Okay, I think we got all the spawners. No, we didn't. I did get the spawners, but there should be plenty of mobs. Let us also check the loot. Not the best. Ah, wheel crystals. Nice. There's another door here. Holy, I'm gonna die. Armored zombies. Thankfully, they don't run really fast. Oh, this is a nice room. No more mobs. Corrupted dust. Tau. More tau. And more spawners. We do have 2 more keys. Let's proceed. Uh-oh. They are all armored. Yeah, I was wondering where the hell the loot is. It's up here. The loot is really bad. We go through one more door, then we need to make keys. This seems to be a mining room, so do we get the ore? Do I have to check the barrels too? So far they're empty. Oh, one more key. We shall use it. This is a horrible room. Everything is locked. I don't know how I got in. Oh, wait a minute. It's that way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been reading the book and apparently we need way more keys. We have to look through the dungeon until we find one of these rare keys. They cannot be crafted. Or they can. Yeah, but it does need the hell-forged ingot, so that's not gonna happen. I think we are going to need the ore. Oh, you will come across spatial distortions. They can be opened with a special key. The more you know. It's fine, we have 11 more keys. We go back. Also, I did bring some soul torches so that we know how to get back. Out of all the doors, which one did I open? Ah, that one. We go here? Yep. So far, no ores. I missed the spawner. Also, I do have a feeling I should have brought more torches. Yep, but this is a much more fun dungeon. It's massive. Oh, this one was a bust. More demonic will. I guess we go this way? Nope, I guess we don't. We go this way. Why do you consume my key? Oh, you don't? Okay, that's nice. Also, considering the fact that all of these doors were bust, we just cover you. Oh, another one of these. Oh, you feel a spatial distortion in this room. This is one of those rooms which is gonna kill me. I think the area has been secured. Where is the distortion? Hellforged sand. Aha, we take you. That's exactly what we needed. I am back from the demonic realm and I thought we're going to need some help. In the past few episodes I have already prepared the foundation of every single magic mod and everything which is going to give us a buff. We just have to craft a few stuff. But I am going to need a totem of undying first, therefore we need to have a raid. There are villagers. I want you. Actually, I want 2 of you. Then we kill. Yes, we have been defeated, but we have the totem of undying. They have served their purpose. So I had to prepare a few spells. I made the focus of summoning, which is very useful in case you summon stuff. And all we need at this very moment is a familiar too. For additional help. We're going to summon a Wixie, and he's going to give debuffs to our enemies. As for summoning, we are going to summon Vexes, and I think this should work. Do we have enough mana for it? Yeah. The focus of summoning is going to increase their duration, their damage, and also buffs in case we have them ourselves. Also, since we did manage to get some Hellforged sand, let's make the ingot. Very good. We should be able to make one of the keys, the minor key, which does require the greater Tartaric gem, so we need to upgrade our Tartaric gem as well. So there you go, greater Tartaric gem. The only problem is that I need to fill it in again. Ladies and gentlemen, our first key. I don't know if it's going to be useful or not, but we're gonna try. It's just that I have to find that stupid room again. Oh, it's here. Okay, so this is the room that we sensed some rift. Maybe this is the door that this key will open. Okay. Then we need this key. Oh my goodness, they killed the Vexes with one hit. But at least it's a good distraction. Nothing of interest within the chests. We move on. I'm running out of rooms. Maybe not. These are new rooms. But wait a minute. You're Demonite. Yes, you are Demonite. So wait a minute. If I get the ore, how can we double it somehow? We can triple it. But who cares? There's like a ton of them. Besides, if we get the raw ore, we can also triple it. Sort of. Yeah, we got 12. And more. Another Demonite room. Wow. This is just perfect. We can upgrade our altar. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Let us start processing some Demonite. So this reinforced explosive cell, I found it in the dungeon. It seems we put the raw Demonite in and it's going to give us 2 ores. Yes. But I don't think it's even hard to craft. Yeah, it's very cheap. Oh, and this is awesome. We can double, and double. Yeah, the explosive doesn't really matter. It's just durability and speed. But the resonator is going to give you additional outputs by 2. And cutting fluid is also going to double it. We have 59 Demonite fragments and it should double it. Now you go there. Do we get 2? No. Maybe it's not always? Oh, the chance. Okay. There is a chance. Chances are good. Well, so far the chances are garbage. It's okay. We make our cutting fluid as well. So we are going to need some saltpeter, which is from plant oil. And I guess since we have to use an uncraftable potion, that means any potion. Demonite, berry, tau oil. Oh, sulfur. How do you crush sulfur? Yes, don't you worry. Pulverizer. We just need to have an orb, which cannot be a magician's orb. Is master acceptable? Yes. This is a very fun mechanic for ore processing. Yeah, advanced cutting fluid. You know, it said it has a chance of doubling the output, but we're gonna get 59. Anyways, the reason that we wanted the cutting fluid is that first off, we need to get the fragment, we need to convert it into gravel, and then the sand, and then we just cook it. So now the cutting fluid goes in. Do you double it? No. At least so far, no. Anywho, it is what it is. With the Demonite that we have, we should be able to upgrade at least one of our altars to tier 5. And also make the final orb. We're almost there. Perfect. This should be tier 5. And therefore we should be able to make the Archmage's Blood Orb. It needs 80,000 LP. We're keeping up. Good job, boys. Thank you. So you, my dear friend, fill it in. I think maybe to wrap up blood magic for today, we should also take care of the auto-crafting part. There are not that many items that we need to craft using the blood altar, but the most important things are the slates. There are 5 different slates and the ethereal slate doesn't have any uses, so we need to automate 4 of them. And I think the way that we're going to do that is the same way that we automated Ars Nouveau. At least the essences. We're not done with Ars Nouveau, don't you worry. So if you put a piece of stone inside the blood altar, it's going to convert into a slate, right? This is a blank slate. If you leave it on, it's going to be reinforced, then imbued, and hopefully demonic, after a few bajillion years. So we need to be able to take out the slate that we want, when we want. Oh my goodness, I hate this jetpack. You either move too fast, you move too slow, it's just a pain. Let us get a tiara instead. We even have the Eye of the Flugel. Also, I don't think we need the ring, because if you have like 5 methods of flight on you, then yeah, the game is going to get confused. So the same thing that we did with Ars Nouveau, we are going to have a lever, which is going to give a redstone signal to a pipe with a filter, which goes into an entangled block. And obviously that entangled block is going to be entangled to the blood altar itself. Actually, can I just do this? Yeah, it's the same block anyways. This one is different, I will tell you. So each of these guys is going to get a filter. One of them is going to be for demonic slate, redstone on, imbued slate, again redstone on, and I guess you guys get the gist. Blank slate is the final one. So what's gonna happen is that we're going to put stone inside the blood altar, and depending on which lever is active, it's going to extract the same slate. That is the hope. I have not tested this and I have no idea if it's gonna work. But for example, let us say that we want some reinforced slate, we flick the lever, and we give you stone. That was too many stone. We do 4, because it's gonna take less time. So if I give you 4 stone, you should not import the blank slate. Yes, this is blank slate, it's not going into the system, that is good. Reinforced went in. We have 6. So that part of the system works, we can filter out the slate that we want. Now we need to figure out how we give this guy stone. Because if we constantly pump stone into the altar, we're always going to get demonic slate. And that is where our corporeal network is going to come to play. Let us remove this one for 1 second. We're going to put a spark on you. And we're going to dye it black, so that it's not going to be confused with other corporeal networks that we're going to have. You go back on top, and here's your button. This time the redstone signal is going to go into a corporeal funnel, with another corporeal spark on top, which is going to be dyed black. We should also remember we always need to have a master corporeal spark, which is also black, an item frame with stone, so that it's going to export stone, and one entangled block to the blood altar. So now if I give you stone, and press the button, does it go in? Oh, it does! I was not expecting that, but Botania, Thaumcraft and blood magic always go well together. So if we rotate you should put more, right? That was 16. Oh, and also maybe we should flick one of the levers? No, that was 24. So every time it puts 24 stone inside. We can go higher. That should be 48, this should be 64. Let us get a bunch of stone. For testing purposes, we're going to have blank slates because that's going to take the least amount of time. So we flick the lever, we press the button, and no. One more time. But the system works, we're just working on the numbers. I rotated the item frame one more time, it should be 1 stack. Also, we need more speed ruins. This is slow. We are crafting 50 at the same time. Oh, it worked. I was going to say that we're crafting 50 at the same time, so yeah, it does take time. But this time it should be 1 stack. I think so. Yeah, this stupid system actually works and we are getting 1 stack. But now that we have switched to the other means of flight, we need to make a few changes here. These are bellows from Botania and they're going to increase the transfer of mana between the mana pool and items that you put inside by a lot. And we do need a lot. Oops. Do you know why it's not working? Yep, Wand of the Forest. So now it should work? Yep, perfect. And I think now that we're consuming more mana, maybe we should have a bigger mana battery? 8 more pools. We should also upgrade our band of mana. Thank you, and voila. Oh, it doubles the capacity. So I guess we have to fill it in again? So now that we are geared up, I just wanted to mention something. One of my problems with auto-crafting and, you know, getting the old mod star at this very moment is our storage. It's not that I can pump in items using EMC inside our system, because the chests are going to get full in like 25 seconds, probably even less. So what we're going to do is that next episode, we're going to get into occultism, and we're going to try and get the tier 4 dimensional storage stabilizer. If we get a few of them and they're not very cheap, that should help me a lot. You guys might have been suggesting that too, but you should remember I'm 6 episodes ahead of you, so yeah, takes time to read the suggestions. Also, I'm not really going to slow down, because if I slow down and let you guys catch up, then we're gonna have inconsistent uploads. With that being said, just before we wrap up today's episode, I thought maybe we should also get into hostile neural networks. We have a few data models and I just realized I have made a boo-boo. You might notice that in order to make the old mod star, we are going to need a ton of items, including nether stars. And blocks of compressed nether stars, and that's quite a bit of nether stars. So I have no idea why I only have 1 wither, and for some reason I really want to make a block of all the mod stars, so I don't know. Maybe we should get a few more. But first things first, let us make a few patterns and see if we can craft 10 of each. Yup, I mean it's relatively fast. So we're going to have a few loot fabricators. How many data models do we have? Well, we have 5 that we have to use constantly, except for the wither, so we should be able to get away by having 14. In that case, 9 of them will be for nether stars. That should be enough. I also do understand that I'm using entangled blocks a lot, but loots are weird. We need to use entangled blocks. I mean, if we want to have neat rows of machines, otherwise we shouldn't really care. And also, yeah, the connection should have been the other way. We just give you power, 1 upgrade, and all of you should get something. Oh, I forgot this is incredibly slow. It's 20 million RF. Yeah, and all the reactors are now active. I don't really have prediction matrices on autocrafting at this very moment, so we're going to fill everyone manually. But next episode, when we get enough withers, what we're going to do is that we're going to automate it. We might as well upgrade you too. Why the hell not? Oh, we got a prediction matrix. Yes, you make me dragon eggs, phantom membrane, emerald, and obviously stars. Is there a way of making skulls using matters? No, so I just have to hunt them, I guess. I'm just waiting for the final one. Dragon breath. Dude, it's been 12 attempts. Finally. Thank you. So, dragon breath. I just want to play around a little bit with lingering potions. Until a few episodes ago, I had no idea what they do. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.